Hi there, it's Saturday the 14th of February 2015. It's Valentine's Day, so I hope you're all loved up and got lots of mail, so wishing you well and wanting to be your Valentine. Anyway, let's see if any of these stocks have become my Valentine and I've fallen in love with any of them. We'll just go through my open positions and see how they're getting on. So we'll start off with BT. So this was the position that I opened during this last week, and BT went up and during the week was looking rather good, but fell back down again. So yeah, we're down very slightly, and I don't like this sort of candle. Kind of looks like there's a lot of resistance to further moves up, but we'll see. So that's the new position. Telecity, yes, I have fallen in love this week with Telecity, because you can see how the candle for Telecity has really done very well and rising right up there. So very nicely in profit. I'm tempted to move my stop to break even. I think I have already moved it to break even now. It's a big move up like this. I certainly would be gutted if this fell right down and went into loss. So I think I've moved my my stop loss up to the entry point. So I think this this red arrow is not at all accurate. So I think I've gone to break even there. But yeah, Telecity, you know, I love you. You know, here we go. So looking good. Workspace Group, this was my trade of the previous week, so a new position. It made a new high this week actually, but went back down again. So funny little doji candles here, not much happening, but still looking, you know, pretty healthy on the whole for Workspace Group. So this is a real estate investment trust, so looking good there. Amara Mining has fallen back. You can see where I went long Amara, and you know, I think it's been a bit of a rough ride with Amara Mining. So you know, I think there's some kind of flaw down here. Although my stop is way down here, I'm hoping that will just turn around. BTG is just going sideways at the moment. You know, just dropping off very slightly. My stop's down here for BTG. This is a pharma stock, not agriculture, pharmaceuticals. Not farming, okay, and pharmaceutical and biotech. So there, I kind of bought it here, and it's, you know, dropped away. It's a pain. Sugar has done rather better this week. It you know, dropped off after I bought it, went up, was in profit, dropped back down. Now it's coming back up to break even again. If I open up the graph for sugar, you can see why I like the idea of buying sugar. You know, I think we're down in the territory of its ultimate lows, and being a commodity, ultimately I see it as being something that there will always be a demand for. I don't see this as going to zero. In fact, you know, there's a strong argument for not having a stop loss on this trade at all. But it certainly isn't a trend trade. It's a counter trend trade. Probably doesn't have a place in this portfolio, and the same can be true to be said of wheat. You know, this has been dropping down, and I bought it as it came up through the 50 MA. You know, I could have bought it there, and so on. So it wasn't trending, but in fact, you know, strong argument for having a stop loss right under the 50 MA or underneath the candle where I bought it, and stopping out there. But I didn't. I still have it, and this week it dropped down slightly, but the week before had recovered quite nicely. So we're still open. I'm still open there. So Fresnillo, the silver miner, the world's largest silver miner, apparently went up very slightly this week. So this all looks like it's bouncing around at the bottom. You know, kind of mirrors the gold price. Those of you that have looked at the videos that I do about indices will have seen the gold chart. Looks kind of like this. This will be an exaggerated play on the gold price in a way. So it's gone up a bit. So that's great. Netherlands went up a lot this week. You can see where my stop is. If it goes up a bit further, it's going to kill this trade. It looked to me like continental Europe was falling, and so I shorted Netherlands here, and was doing very nicely up until the quantitative easing announcement was made, and things have sort of crept up since then, and this week crept up a lot, which is bad news for that trade. But I've got a stop in place, and if it stops out, it stops out. I'm not losing sleep about it. Man Group is on a break-even stop loss, so this is a no loss trade now. This week's dropped down a bit as it did the week before, but it had done amazingly well, so I'm expecting some fallback. I just don't want it to go down below the entry price, so we'll see. VOG, Victoria Oil and Gas, this hasn't done much this week, so stop's still down here. It's all over the place really, so once it starts to go up a lot, which I guess it will if the oil price goes up, when the oil price goes up, then we'll be happy. Wincanton has gone up a little bit this week, so that's great. Again, the MA50, I'm using that as the trailing stop, just putting a price in just below the MA50, which I'll just move up a bit each week. And in fact, interestingly, I've got a lot of trades in this portfolio that probably shouldn't be in the portfolio because they're not really trend trades. This is the sort of trade that should be in here. The candles all above the MA50, the MA20 above the MA50, the MA50, I use that as my trailing stop. It's nice and easy. There are too many trades where I'm not moving the trailing stop each week. So for instance, here I'll move the trailing stop up each week because the MA50 is pointing upwards, but here I put the trailing stop up here and left it here. I probably should have moved the trailing stop down. I didn't, I guess partly because I could see that the price was moving against me, and I wanted to give it more room to breathe. But so I kind of moved the goalposts. I probably shouldn't have done that. The wheat trade, I can't move the stop each week because the MA50 is going down, and that will be moving the stop the wrong way. So this wasn't a trend trade, shouldn't be in there. Same's true of sugar. I really, in terms of trend trading, this is the sort of thing we want. I want an up moving MA50, price above it, and just each week racking the stop loss upwards, so that essentially I reduce my risk exposure on each trade. At the moment, you see with like Amara Money, I'm not reducing my risk on the trade at all because I put the stop down here, and there was perhaps a good argument for when I went long here having the stop below the MA50, and if I got stopped out here, that'd be the end of it. It's tough, isn't it? Because that would have been the end of that trade, and I see this ultimately as being a great turnaround trade, but I think that we'll see. No one knows. So, but that was a trend trade, but I had a big wide stop on it, and I possibly should have had a tighter stop, and then waited for it to make a new high before going long again. So we'll see. There we go. Those are the positions, and what I'm going to do now is pull together some positions, some potential trades that I'm looking at doing, and decide what I'm going to do on Monday. So hope you enjoyed the journey, and have a great weekend, and I'll catch up with you in a week's time. Okay, bye.